Hey guys, Default here. Today I'm going to give you guys another Steam Deck video because I just really love my Steam Deck, and the more that I keep using it, the more I figure out a whole bunch of new things, and I just kind of want to share it with you guys because I just feel like I should, considering that not a whole lot of people explain a whole lot about the Steam Deck, how what can it do, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna give you guys more Steam Deck videos, pretty much because that's just my number one favorite thing right now. So currently right now, I'm playing on the TV. So I'll show you. So I'm playing on my TV. I know like my desk is a little dirty, but yeah, if you could see, I am connecting my Steam Deck. I can't, I'm not really paying attention. Sorry, my bad. If I'm too close to the mic. Um, but yeah, that's how my Steam Deck is right now. It's plugged with a USB-C hub for my MacBook, and it works just fine how it is. Not latency or anything like that, and that's pretty much how I have it hooked up and everything like that. Um, but yeah, no latency or anything like that. I also got another did dilly dad. Where did it go? I know I put it somewhere, and I can't remember where the heck I put it at because I kind of got frustrated. Oh, here it is. It was right behind my Steam Deck. I also got another one too. This one was, I think, 18 bucks over at Walmart. Don't get this one. Oh, I guess get this one. I don't know. It's up to you. This one just doesn't have the charger for the Steam Deck to charge. So technically, it's not really a dock. It's just something real quick to, I don't know, go to your friend's house, and it has the HDMI and stuff like that. But for $18, it's not bad. I did order something from Amazon, so hopefully it's gonna be an alternative to this one, because that one has a charger and it has more uh, USB hubs and a better card reader. So yeah, and also has the HDMI cable or the HDMI port. I hope, because that's what it said. It said it can use for Switch, blah blah blah. But yeah, usually USB-C hubs or anything like that has an HDMI port. But yeah, those are one of the things that you guys should get. You don't have to really spend $90, or it's $89 for the dock, for the actual like legitimate like from Steam or Valve from uh, to buy this dock thing, whatever the heck it is. It's like $90 or $89. I don't know. It's too outrageous for a dock. I know the Nintendo Switch dock is like $50. There's no point of spending a whole absurd amount just for a dock that you can pretty much get for like $20. I got mine for $20 on Amazon, so whatever. Also, another thing too, I hope that you guys get controllers. Uh, and I know that you guys are probably gonna be looking up videos, and I already did this too. And I'm gonna give you guys a disclaimer: you do need to update the controllers. If you buy, say for example, because I just bought this the other day, I didn't know that when you buy a brand new controller, you need to update the controller for the Bluetooth for in order to like do anything else. I didn't know that. Again, I don't have an Xbox anymore. I traded my Xbox to get the Steam Deck. I might get an Xbox again, but I'm not gonna get the Series X. I'm just gonna get the S because I don't really play Xbox games a whole lot, but it's more affordable because then I can have Xbox Game Pass and etc. etc. Maybe it's kind of just iffy on that one. It's just a big maybe though. I'm not gonna get a PS5 or anything, but I recommend that you get an Xbox controllers because that's the format that the Steam Deck is running off of, and especially all the games and stuff like that. Because then you get confused on like, oh, like which one's the X button because you're playing the PlayStation 5 controller or whatever. It does have the Rumble feature, but yes, you do need to update your controller before you connect it to uh, a Steam Deck or anything like that, unless you have somebody else that has an Xbox that can update it for you and blah blah blah. Just letting you know, because nobody said that in a YouTube video and never explained that at all. You do need to update your controller if you buy a brand new Xbox controller. Unless you get a wired one, then it just plugs right in and you're ready to go. Uh, can't stress this enough. Please, please, please make sure that you have a really good TV or a monitor or whatever. Because right now I have a TV that it's probably, I don't know, like a good 2010 TV. I don't know, or not even a 2010 TV. I'm using an LG TV because it's a smaller one. I don't like using the one that's for the Switch because it's an HD TV, and I just don't like the way that it spreads out my picture of the game. I don't know. I like the smaller pixels. So, but the only thing is that I'm like kind of like Nick Merckx, yeah, like the game or whatever, Nick Merckx type of gameplay. So I don't like to get all close and everything. So yeah, that's one of the things that you guys need to do. I'm gonna do it pretty soon, just kind of like saving up money and stuff like that. But yeah, um, yeah. So can't stress this enough. You can also use you can also use Nintendo Switch controller. Also, if you guys are curious about that, I haven't done it personally because I have a Pro controller here also, but I personally don't do that because you don't really technically need it because you're just gonna use the Xbox controller and it feels way better to use because it makes more sense. It's just gonna feel more backwards because X and Y are different, A and B is different, and like. But other than that, it's just gonna be more confusing for you. So just make it easier for yourself and just buy an Xbox controller. Not only that, Xbox controllers hold up very well, especially if you buy batteries or rechargeable batteries. What is up, like whatever you like to do. Um, yeah. Also, by the way, if you guys are wondering which games you guys should buy, so the games that I recommend, at least on my list, is I'll give you pretty much no top 10 or whatever. But you guys need to buy Spider-Man Remastered, buy Final Fantasy VII or any game or any RPG game that you guys want to. I got Final Fantasy VII and I got Sekiro. Sikaro's Shadow Die Twice, I think that's what it's called. It's a really good game if you're really into Dark Souls. I've never played Dark Souls in my life before, so I'm kind of just going off of this game. I've watched people play it, I watched my friends play it, and it looks hard, or it is hard. And I kind of wanted to try it because it just looks kind of fun, especially the gameplay. So I got Sekiro. It's pretty cool. I have a rough time. I'm not. I'm taking my time on it to be quite honest. Uh, the Sonic games are really good. If you guys are looking for any Sonic games, the Steam library has like a numerous amount of them. I don't know anything about GTA, but if you want to get GTA, go ahead and get GTA. But I highly recommend that you be careful on linking your. Say, for an example, if you're trying to link your account from Xbox, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Just start fresh because for some reason I don't know, I have a hard time with it. I might get GTA on here, uh, but in the meantime, that's up to you. I don't really think I want to play GTA at the moment right now. Fighting games, if you guys are looking for fighting games, Multiverses is one of them. I recommend that you get Street Fighter 5. Don't get Tekken 7. For some reason, Tekken 7 does not work on the console, and I have no clue why. It runs, like it turns on, but there's occasional times where, or the technical problems where it doesn't turn on, like it doesn't open at all. Like it would just start up, like you get through the title screen, and then it would just shut off, and then it would just go back to the menu, and it would just keep doing it over and over and over and over, and then you just get stuck in the loop, and yeah, you don't want to waste your money on that. But yeah, I recommend that you also get Gary's Mod. That's unless you have a keyboard and mouse, but you can also use controller too. But I just recommend that you get a keyboard and mouse. I'm gonna get a keyboard and mouse, just not right now, but I do have Gary's Mod because it's only $10. Also recommend getting the Left 4 Dead games, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Technically you could get 2 because you just get Left 4 Dead 1 either way with it. But yeah, that's also one of them. I also recommend you get Need for Speed or any Need for Speed game for it. I got Need for Speed Heat because that's just the one that was cheaper at the time. But yeah, also try getting Devil May Cry 5. I never played a Devil May Cry in my life before. I think I probably played the first one like eensy little bit. But other than that, it's a pretty good game. Not really my like forte in games. It's just kind of boring a little bit. At least for me, or not boring. It's just not like my cup of tea. It's just like it's too because I'm a very like not a very religious person and just kind of I don't like that nasty stuff, like all like the devilish stuff, But yeah, I know it says it in the name, but I wanted to play the game just because it looked cool. It's just it was like the story's just kind of last, like the mozzarella, like something I don't know something with the game. It just doesn't feel right, but I still like it. I still own it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you can also get golf games and stuff like that. But yeah, the probably my favorites right now on my list currently right now that I own is you're gonna make fun of me of this, but I got Disney's Castle of Illusion, the Mickey Mouse adventure. I got that for like $4. It was actually not that bad. I just wanted a platformer, and not only that, I always wanted to play this game because why not? I like the Disney games, to be quite honest. They're pretty cool. They're kind of intuitive too. Final Fantasy VII Remake integrated. Uh, Still finishing up that one. I'm kind of taking my time on that one. Gmod, or Gary's mod. I take my time on just screwing around and stuff like that. Different inputs for each controller, but I recommend that you just kind of just use the Steam Deck gamepad the way that it is, or the way how the Steam Deck is built, because you have the touchpads and stuff like that. But however you want to do it, if you want to use mouse and keyboard, then go ahead. I don't have enough room for a mouse and keyboard, but you know. My also one of my favorites is Left 4 Dead 2. Really good game. Holds up very well. Spider-Man Remastered. Love the game. It works amazing. I'm gonna get Miles Morales, by the way. Yes, if you guys are wondering, yes, I am gonna get Miles Morales. It's only $50. Boohoo, Need for Speed Heat. Got the game because I've never really got back into Need for Speed. I know that I played Need for Speed. What was it? Most Wanted. I don't remember what year was that. I think it was Need for Speed Most Wanted on the 360. I think that's the last time I played a Need for Speed game. Like legitimately played through the whole game. Um, but Need for Speed Heat because at the time it was like $15. I don't remember how much it was on Steam, but I ended up buying it and I was like, screw it, why not? It had like all the cars that I wanted in it, so I got it. It's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty good racing game. Uh, Good for run for its money. And Sekiro. So Sekiro is like the Devil May Cry, like what I said, or it's like Devil or Dark Souls or Elden Ring or anything like that. I don't personally play those games. I do like playing single player games, but I don't like it when it's too like frustrating. But this game is going to teach me patience, and it's going to teach me like how to like learn new mechanics. And not only that, I just like the way that the game is because it's based in Japanese um, folklore or whatever it is. I don't know, but it's a really good game. I recommend that you guys buy this game. It's worth the $60. It's the Game of the Year edition. So I don't know what's the difference between that. I've played 4.6 hours. I know it's not a whole lot. I recently just bought this. This is like the most recent purchase that I have on the Steam Deck. So yeah, but I do recommend that you guys get this game. If you guys never played it before, pick it up. It's awesome. Sonic Adventure 2 and 1, or Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Technically, you're getting both of them. Well, no, you're paying separately, but you're getting both of the DLC with it. Um, but yeah, so the Sonic Adventure games, you already know how they are. They run very well. Um, they run off of like a pretty much the PC version of the games. Obviously, duh. But I think Sonic Adventure 2 runs off at the Xbox Live Arcade, like format, which is weird. I don't know what it is because I never played the 360 format before, but it's weird. Sonic Generations is actually really good. It says that it's not compatible, but it is compatible, so don't just ignore it. I don't know why it says that. It's weird. Actually, yeah. Why does it say that? Now that I think of it, I thought it says unsupported. Ignore it. Sonic Generations works perfectly fine. It works amazingly. No latency. Uh, the looks of the game are kind of meh. Like they're just like I. Street Fighter Five is also one of my favorites, or in my favorites right now, currently on my Steam Deck. Uh, I don't. again, I don't play a whole lot of fighting games, so it's a good way to just enjoy Street Fighter. You know, I love playing Street Fighter. I kind of just play just for fun, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, that's all my favorites to be honest. Nothing really to talk about. I recommend that you guys again get an Xbox controller or any controller that you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with the Switch controller, go ahead. But I recommend that you get an Xbox controller because it will save you a whole lot of hassle. Because then you have to like rebutton everything, and it's just so exhausting to deal with. But no latency issues, no problems whatsoever. Everybody on uh, like on the internet never really goes full in depth on what's going on with the Steam Deck, and they just kind of just give you the flat out like, oh yeah, here you go, like this is how you do it. What you're supposed to do, and I'm not gonna physically show you or like show you because it's impossible for me to hold the camera right here and then show you right here. So what I'm gonna do is tell you. So how do you connect an Xbox controller or a PS4 or PlayStation controller? But most likely the Xbox controller because that's the only one I have because I don't have a PS5 controller. So, if you guys want a PS5 controller, I'll try my best to help you as much as possible. So, what you're gonna do for the Xbox controller, because I have it, um, you're gonna update the controller. You can go to your PC, make sure that you have like the most latest Windows computer or whatever. And then what you're gonna do? Sorry, my hair is all messy, and not only that, my hat is kind of like making me itch. Um, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna update your controller. If you already had a controller to start with, then fine. Figure out how to disconnect it from your Xbox and do that. First things first, you're gonna hold down the X button, which I'm not gonna do now, but you're gonna hold down the X button until it turns on. If it's not paired to your Xbox or anything like that. So you're gonna hold down the X button and you're gonna press this button. After the update, after you completed your update and everything like that, hold the X and then press this and it should show up. And if you're willing to try, say for an example, you just bought a controller and you're willing to try to do it, it's not gonna work. All it's gonna do is gonna pair to your console, but it won't do anything. It won't put any inputs or anything like that. It won't do anything. It will just show that you have it paired to you. But no, you need to update your controller in order for it to notice it or just sense it. I don't know. It makes no sense. But yes, that's all you gotta do. You gotta hold the X button, press this little thing right here, and then it's gonna automatic or hold the button until it flashes like boop 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 boop, and it's just gonna give it a second and maybe take like a minute or two, and then it'll automatically set it up. It might have a latency problem for like a couple minutes, but overall it's just gonna run perfectly fine. It runs very smoothly. It goes through very smoothly. There's nothing you can do with this button, this share button. I don't know what this button is, but yeah, you can't really do anything with the pretty much. I think one of these two buttons. It's the middle button and then this share button or whatever the heck this button is. But yeah, but overall, that's pretty much how you do it. I know like most of the internet doesn't explain it to you, so yes, you do need to update your controller. I don't know about Xbox One controllers because for some reason here I'll show you. So, I got an Xbox controller, and I'm actually going to return this back. So I got an Xbox One controller because I like the Xbox One controllers. I like the way that they look, and I like the way that the grips are. There's not really a whole lot of difference to them. It's just that they have an extra button, and the D-pad's different. But this one, it feels a little bit nicer for me, at least. But yeah, I got this for $24. It was pre-owned, and it doesn't work whatsoever. And I updated this controller, and I tried even connecting it like through wire. Doesn't work at all. I don't know if it's just the controller itself. I have no clue. You guys are willing to try it? Go ahead. Just try to make sure that you update your controller first, and then so on and so forth. It's pretty much the same rinse and repeat. But don't ever buy pre-owned controllers from GameStop, ever. I just learned that just now, especially if you have a problem with them. So I am gonna return this controller because it's a piece of garbage. But yeah, willing to spend about like $60-$50 for these controllers are actually really worth it, and they don't go bad. So yeah. And I got a rechargeable battery. Don't worry. Blah blah blah. People are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you gotta take out the batteries." Blah blah blah. Blah. Screw off. So yeah, but yeah, just giving you guys the information that you guys need. If you guys have any more questions about your Steam Deck, I I can answer as much as I can. I guess I could be your tech YouTuber if you guys want it to be. Uh, but yeah, if there's any other questions you guys have, feel free to ask. I don't mind. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much what I'll have to say, I believe. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have a God blessed day. And I'll see you guys whenever. See you guys.